Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at various KPIs or business metrics that an e-commerce business usually tracks. And we'll have a look at these metrics across the entire customer journey that I have depicted over here in the form of a flowchart. So let's get started. So the first metric is unique open rate. Now, for example, unique open rate, let us understand it with the help of an example. So let us say that we launched an email and the target group of that email was 100 customers, and if 30 customers open that email, then our unique open rate becomes 30%. Okay, so this is nothing but the ratio of how many customers opened the email to how many were actually sent the email. Okay, and this does not specifically has to do with email. It can be with respect to notifications or any communication that we sent out and which can be opened. The second metric is click to open rate. So this is how many people actually clicked on the email or communication that we sent to the total people that opened it, which is click to open rate, the name itself suggests. Then we have campaign uplift, which is the increase in amount of sales or revenue brought in due to that particular campaign that we carried out. Then we have return on ad spend. So this is for every dollar that we spend on for that campaign, how much are we earning in return. Okay, so that was a return on ad spend. Then let's say like that after we have done our marketing and the customers come to the e-commerce website. So on the e-commerce website, various traffic related information is captured, that how many impressions are being generated, what are the clicks on various spaces of the website, how many new visitors are coming, how many return visitors are coming, and what is the average session duration of that customer. Then after, let's say the customer has visited our website, then he'll browse a little bit. So while the customer is browsing, then we have a metric called conversion rate, which is with how many of the total unique customers that come to the website, how many actually make a purchase. So if our conversion rate is 30%, that would mean that out of the 100 customers that come, 30 actually make a purchase. Then we have cart abandonment rate. So this is actually w- let's say so the name itself suggests that what it is. Let's say out of 100 customers, 30 put uh, put objects in a cart, and out of those 30, let's say 15 actually don't make the shop. They abandon the cart, they leave after filling items in their cart. So out of 30, if 15 are actually like abandoning the cart, then our cart abandonment rate is 15% is 50%. That out of the customers that actually put stuff in their cart, how many of them actually purchased. Okay, so that's cart abandonment rate. Then let's say once they've made the purchase, then we have something called average order value. So this average order value is calculated for a customer over time. Let's say there's a customer and he has made 5 purchases, and these 5 purchases are, let's say, $100, $150, $200, and so on. So we'll take an average of we'll sum up his total values of his orders divided by the total number of orders he's done till now. So that will give us his AOV. Then we have total number of orders, we have these total sales, we have basket size. So basket size is actually it has to do with items, that how many unique items that customers has purchased. So that will be your basket size. Now basket size can be calculated across various categories as well. Let's say across electronics, that how many total unique items has he brought in electronics, how many total unique items has he brought in grocery. So that was basket size. Then we have checkout abandonment rate. So how many customers actually come up to the checkout page but they don't make a shop. So if the checkout abandonment rate is 20%, this would mean that 100 customers came to the checkout page, but out of those, 20% they didn't make the actual purchase. Okay, so you can relate cart abandonment rate and checkout abandonment rate is where they are dropping off. The cart abandonment people, they put stuff in their cart but then they drop off. The checkout abandonment people, they come up to the checkout page, but they don't actually make the payment. They don't actually complete the entire transaction. Then we have customer lifetime value. So this is what is the total value of the customer uh, b- till the entire time that he will continue to be a customer with us. So this is this is a sort of a prediction, and there are multiple ways to calculate it. Different businesses have different ways of calculating customer lifetime value. Then we have cost, customer acquisition cost, also known as CAC. So this is what is the amount we spend to acquire a new customer. That is our customer acquisition cost. Then we have repeat or return customer rate. So let's say in the month of June we have 100 customers coming in, and out of these 100, how many again come to make a purchase. So we'll be able to calculate our repeat or return customer rate for the month of June. So this metric, we and a lot of other metrics also, we can have a specific time period associated with metrics, right? For example, let's say the AOV for a customer in June might be slightly different than AOV for a customer in May. So all of these metrics, they are somewhat associated with time as well. Then we have customer retention and customer churn rate. So these are two metrics, customer retention rate and customer churn rate, which are actually opposite metrics. So let's discuss customer churn rate. So this is like how many customers are we losing. So for example, we had like 100 customers in the month of June. Out of these, how many customers actually come again and shop after that, and how many are we losing. So every business has a different way of defining a churned customer. A churned customer is basically one that has stopped using our services or has not made a purchase after some time. Then we have cash to cash time cycle. So this metric is, for example, if you are acting as a middleman in a business, and you have acquired and a customer has made a purchase, so you will get that particular item from your supplier, and then you will give cash to your supplier, and you will supply that item to your consumer. So the time from giving cash to your supplier to receiving cash from your end consumer is cash to cash time cycle. Then we have fill rate, which means that how much customer demand can we fill without having to restock our inventory. That is customer fill rate. Then we have dock to stock time. So the name of this metric is very intuitive. So this is actually uh, like, for example, a shipment comes and parks in your warehouse. So the total time it takes to get that shipment out of the truck or out of the vehicle to actually stock it in your warehouse. So that is dock to stock time. Then let's say our product goes out for delivery. So we have on time delivery rate, that out of 100 orders, how many orders were delivered on time. We have perfect order rate. So perfect order is an order that is on time and that is full, in full, which means on all the items are complete for that order, and the order for which customer basically doesn't have any issues. So let's say out of 100 orders, 80 orders are perfect, which means they are satisfying all the criterias of being a perfect order. So that will be like, so then we'll have a perfect order rate of 80%. So then we have NPS. So NPS, you must have filled out feedbacks that where companies ask that on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend a brand to a relative. So then you give a rating between 1 to 10. So that is known as NPS rating. And based on this rating, it's decided whether you are a detractor or passive or a promoter. A promoter is a person that rates usually around the range of 9 and 10. A passive rates around 7 8, and a detractor is the customers that rate from 1 to 6. So NPS is the percentage of promoters minus the percentage of detractors. Then we have customer feedback. So here there might be like various textual metrics, textual comments and those things that might be that might be received. Then finally we have return rate and refund rate, which is out of the 100 customers that you served, how many asked for a return or asked for a refund. So that was all for this tutorial. Hope you guys learned something new. Thank you. Have a great day.